Hello, how are you doing? Okay, so I'm going to turn to the side just before we begin, just to see what we are doing. So we're going to start with straight legs, then breathe it in. Then as you breathe it out, bend your knees, get into that ish squat, and then up we go as you breathe it in. Then breathe it out, straight legs. So we're going to be alternating between straight legs and bent knees. All right, bending the knees and breathing it in. So all this is being done with control. All right, straight legs. So straight legs so that you can stretch your hamstrings. So try to give them as straight as you can. Then bend them. Uh, Try avoiding your knees from collapsing towards each other. Whenever you come into the bent knees position, that tends to affect your squat. So what you really want to do is to keep consciously keep your knees away from each other. All right, for this last one with the straight legs, so we're going to hold it here for about 10 to 15 seconds, just so we can get that. This is a static stretch that we've been talking about, so that we can really just stretch those hamstrings. So holding it for about 10 to 15 seconds. And then up we go and breathe it in. Holding the arms up there, let's do some ankle raises. We're going to do 10 ankle raises. That's 3, 4. I know I'm not doing it here, but if you could actually manage to squeeze your ears with your biceps, even better, because then you really emphasize on the shoulder stretch. All right, 9. All right, sorry, that was 10. Okay. Now we're gonna have bent knees and we're gonna hold it here for 5 seconds. 3, 4, and 5. Then breathe it in. Then breathe it out. Coming back to the bent knees. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we go. Very good. All of this with control. Then let's go down again. All right, let's finish up the last one here. Hold your arms up, ankle raises, 10 of them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So try to do this with control. Don't just rush through the motion. And rest. Good stuff. Okay, very good. So just take a few minutes to rest for a bit, a few seconds to rest for a bit. We're still in the warm up phase, so that's what the next movement is going to be. All right, swing that leg forward, then put it back on the ground. Swing it forward again. So we're going to do this 5 times. That is 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to add a bit of a modification. So hands behind your head. So opposite arm, opposite leg. I'm going to do this for 10 repetitions. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, switch over to the other leg. So let's start with 5 leg swings, forward leg swings. That is 3, 4, 5. All right, hands now behind the head, opposite arm, opposite leg, 10 repetitions. That is 3, 4, 5. So try keep the rest of the body still. I have seen some people tend to bounce a lot. So try and really have a controlled movement. All right, take some time to do what feels good. The next movement is a bit dynamic and requires a little bit of coordination, but it's also quite, well, simple to adopt. Okay, so what's basically going to happen is we're going to step to the side and then close, then step back to where you were and close. So let's do that again. So there and close, there and close. So it's like 1, 2, 1, 2. Now when you bring in the arm action, we're still demonstrating. So it's there and there, there and there, there and there, there and there. So open, close, open and close. Good stuff. Okay. So once you have this rhythm, I kept going, hoping that you'd be able to get the rhythm and then join me on this one. So since this is the first round, I wasn't quite counting how many we're going to do. Jump in whenever this rhythm has hit you, and then let's keep going. All right, very good. So open and close, open and close. Open and close, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, fantastic. Okay, I also apologize if my voice is a bit off. I have no idea where this cold that hit me this morning came from. And in the hot season, can you imagine? Anyway, so next one is also a little bit, it's a bit dynamic as well. It's a modified star jump, okay, a low impact kind of star jump. So we step to the side and then bring it back. But then the best is the one where you step and bring it back. Step, bring it back. Step and bring it back. Now for the arm action, what's going to happen is that, okay, yeah, just wanted to demonstrate this one more time. But for the arm action, what happens is that it starts from the side, then goes all the way up, and then comes down. Goes all the way up, comes down. So it's a modified jumping jack. All right, let's go now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5 more to make them 15. That's 1, 12, 13. 2 more to go. Good stuff. Okay, so spoiler alert, we're gonna have to do the same thing for the other side. So just getting into the motion first before we actually get into the movement. So the idea is to step out to the side and then step it back in. Step it out to the side and step it back in. Alright, when you're ready, you can join me in just trying to get the movement into the system and then bringing in there and there. So still demonstrating. Alright, now we're good to go. Now let's go 15 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and done. Very, very, very good. Okay, so I know your arms must have been screaming at that point in time. So take the time to rest, to recover, to do what feels good before we move on to our next activity. If you need to get some water already, do so. You can pause and do so. Okay, for our next activity, we're gonna have wide legs outside shoulders. So that means wider than the shoulders. And as you've guessed, we're gonna do sumo squats. Now, try keep your chest. Imagine you had a mirror in front of you. So you want to keep your chest facing that mirror. Okay, you don't want to bend downwards because that ends up with interesting compensations and makes this workout a little bit ineffective. So keep your chest facing forward. Make sure that if you're looking at a mirror, you'd be able to see. All right, holding it here for 5. Let's go again. That's 1, 2, 3. Don't worry about the speed. What you want to do is do it slowly and with control. Alright, we're gonna hold the 5th one here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up we go. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hold the 5th one for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. We're gonna do it once more, just once more. Ready? And go. 1, 2 with control, nice and slow, take your time. 3, 4, let's hold the 5th one for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. Very good. Oh my goodness, I know your legs must be dying. If you need to get some water, uh, please get some water. If you need to walk around as well, that also helps with your recovery. Okay, so just do what feels good before we come on to the next set of movements. To begin set 2, let us hold our arms up there, squeezing your ears, and then we're gonna do ankle raises. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is really good for your ankle as well. 9. Let's add 10 more. 1. And done. Good. I wonder, has it become easier to do calf raises now compared to when we first started? I'm very curious about that. Okay. For the second movement in the second set, let's have our hands behind our head, and then we're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. There we go. Do you prefer that, or do you prefer, let's stick to one side. Let's just stick to one side. Okay, very good. Let's go. 1, 2. Okay, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, with control. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, and 5. Good. Okay, as you have most likely guessed, we're gonna do the same thing for the other side. Okay, so once you feel you're ready, you can join me by placing my hands behind my head and go. 1, 2, 3. All right, so 15 repetitions. That's 5. We have 10 more to go. Yay, well done. So the good news is, any movement that we do now, you can now tick it off your list, meaning that we are not going to be doing it again in today's session. So you can tick off the opposite hand, opposite leg movement, and the ankle raises as well. Okay, so our next one is the dynamic movement. Sorry. Okay, so just trying to get into the rhythm of it. So it's the 1 2 1 2 movement. Okay, we haven't started yet. We are still demonstrating. All right, now let's go for real. Ready? And arms out in front and go. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. I think that's 4, 5, 6. Keep going. Open, close, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Excellent. Okay, so you can also tick that one off the list. I'm sure the arms must have been feeling quite something. Okay, so our next movement is going to be the modified jumping jacks, or the modified star jumps. Only this time the emphasis is on the low impactness of the activity. If you feel you can do the normal one, go ahead and do it. But this is preferred because it has low impact, especially since we don't have any shoes. So still demonstrating. So that is the movement. Ready? Now let's go. And start. 1, 2. So this is very, very good for coordination as well. So being able to coordinate your arms and your leg. This is very, very, very good. All right, let's keep going. Okay, very good. Those are done. But just before we tick that off the list, we're going to have to do it for the other side as well. Okay, so once you're ready, you can start with the getting yourself into that rhythm. Okay, and go. So there we go. And 2 and 3. So we're going to do 15 of these. Good. Okay, you can finally take that one off the list. Must come as a relief, huh? Okay, very, very good. So making good progress. If you take some water, rotate your shoulders, do what feels good. You can walk around to help you also with the recovery before we come on to our next movement. Okay, so sumo squats with the wide stance. I'm gonna do only 3 of these. All right, holding it there and go. 1, nice and slow and with control. 2, remembering to keep your chest facing forward. Imagine if you had a mirror in front of you. That's 4. We're gonna hold the 5th one now. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. All right, let's go again. 1, with control. 2, 3, so go as low as you can. 4, let's hold the 5th one. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Very good. We're only gonna do one more. Just one more. That's 2, 3, 4. Let's hold the last one. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up we go. Good stuff. Okay, if you need some time to walk it off, to help your thighs recover, do what feels good, get some water. The good news is that the major movements are done. The workout movements are done. So anything that we do from now onwards is an effort to help us stretch, cool down, and end today's class. Raising one arm over our head. Let's lean over to that side as far down as you can go and hold it. Now, as much as we're holding it, do not hold your breath. So keep breathing. As uncomfortable as it may feel, keep breathing. Very good. All right, let's switch over to the other arm. So lifting it over the head and leaning over. So just stretching those obliques. I personally love this stretch because it usually feels like I'm decompressing my spine when I'm doing this. Kind of like a dead hang, only this time on the ground. So I really love this stretch, and it's why it features quite a lot in my movements. All right, interlock your fingers. We're going to turn to one side, try and look as far back as you can. The thing about static stretches is that the longer you hold them, the more you find you're able to turn. It's like your muscle is slowly opening. All right, let's go over to the other side. Same thing, hold it. Keep trying to look even farther and farther back. Okay, let's finish with some nice deep breaths. So bringing the arms up over the head and breathing out as they come down. Breathing in again and out. Let's do one more. Breathing it in and breathing it out. Well done. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.